A new film about the BP oil spill will premiere tonight in Mobile. The Great Invisible is directed by Margaret Brown, who also directed The Order of Myths about Mardi Gras in Mobile. Margaret is here to talk about her new project, The Great Invisible. Margaret, thanks for stopping by.
It's great to be here.
All right, this is so exciting. We talked a little bit during the commercial break about how this film premiered at South by Southwest and won a prize as well. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we premiered in Austin, where I sometimes live, and we won the Grand Jury Prize, which I was definitely not expecting. So it was great, and all the people who were in the movie were there, so it was really exciting.
Well, it's really important, too, because when you win a prize like that, it brings more notoriety for the film, and it is a very important topic to talk about. The Great Invisible, of course, about the BP oil spill. Tell us about how you got involved with this project and why you wanted to work on this film.
Well, it was really personal. I mean, I grew up in Mobile, and my father, I was working on another film, and my father started sending me pictures of our house on Mobile Bay, which was surrounded by that orange boom that the volunteer fire department had put out.
Right.
And all these workers around the house, and it just, you know, I wasn't here, but I was talking to friends in the area, and it just seemed, I mean, people were so upset about it, and I just thought maybe I could try to raise money to make a film.
We know the topic is the BP oil spill, but what's kind of the central focus of this film?
The central focus is kind of how we're all connected to the stuff we put in our car every day and don't think about. But it tells that story through, I mean, a lot of the film actually takes place really near Mobile and Bayou La Battery, so it's a definitely pretty local film.
All right, so this film, is it fiction, nonfiction? Tell us a little bit about how you brought this story together.
Sure. It's definitely nonfiction. I interviewed people from oil executives to Ken Feinberg, who worked on the claims, to people who were affected by it, to survivors from the rig that exploded that night, and they're going to be here tonight at the Sanger.
That is amazing. Yeah, the special guests are going to be here for the premiere tonight at the Sanger, and you're going to have a chance to talk to Margaret and those special guests, which is truly incredible. Do you feel, you know, there's a lot of debate and people think both ways about whether this is still affecting us today, the effects of the BP oil spill. What's your take on that?
I mean, I think it's one of those things that, you know, they use the Corexit to sink the oil so we don't see it, and there's a lot of it. There's all these studies coming up now saying there's a lot of it still on the ocean floor. But like the Exxon Valdez, that took kind of 25 years to see the effects environmentally. I mean, I think we can see the effects to people, definitely in Bayou La Battery, where I filmed a lot, where it really affected the fishing community and the oystermen. But yeah, I think it's a kind of a 30-year curve, you know. I mean, I think like in a way you go to the beach and it looks great, but there's also still cleanup crews there too. So. Right.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about that premiere tonight at the Sanger. Then, when is it? Do people need to get tickets in advance? How does all this work?
There's a website, thegreatinvisible.splashthat.com, where you can get tickets, or you can just walk up to the door at the Sanger and get them there.
And one of the great things is you see the ticket price is $15, which is usually more than a movie ticket is. However, part of that goes to the Bayou Recovery Project. What's that all about?
Well, one of the volunteers at the Bayou Recovery Project is a man named Roosevelt Harris. He's one of the stars in the movie. And he's part of a soup kitchen down in the bayou that distributes food to people down there, and we filmed with them a lot, and they're a great organization, and we just thought after they let us film with them for about 2 years, we're just showing up all the time with cameras, this was a way we could give back, because they really help a lot of people down there.
So you have a chance tonight to see an amazing and important film and also help out the people in our very own community who were affected by the BP oil spill. So there it is. Tonight, we'll have more information about this on our website as well. Thank you so much for coming in today.
It was my pleasure. Thanks.
Can't wait to see it. All right, let's check out now what's going on in the kitchen.